Alright. So, last time you made your way into Vallaki proper, you were met at the gate by a contingent of guards. One of them was named Sorin, who kind of became your tour guide and showed you around the town. You ended up taking Ismark and Arena, who are going by their pseudonyms Ian and Isabel, to St. Andrew's Church, where Ismark believes Irina will be safe because it's hallowed ground. You bumped into a couple people there. You met Milivoj, the gravedigger, a couple of the kids. You met Father Lucian. I believe he kind of filled you in a little bit on how the town works, about how it's basically the law to be happy, otherwise you get put in the stocks and arrested for malicious unhappiness. Kind of clued you in about the kind of state of Alaki at the moment. They're in between festivals. They have a festival every week. It's the Burgomaster's sort of plan to keep Strahd away that seems to have been working for the last 100 years. None of his minions have ever entered the walls. You've just finished they've just finished the Wolf's Head Jamboree, which is a week-long festival of going into the woods and just killing everything that looks vaguely like a wolf. And you've seen posters around for the new festival, Valaki's Got Talent. It seems to be some sort of talent show taking place in 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Soren, at least, is taking part with his amateur poetry.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
After what we heard, I would call him a professional.
He's probably the best in Vallaki.
Is there anything more amateur than amateur?
A novice? I don't know. Whatever it is, he's it. I'd say. But he does his best. You had a little. You decided to leave Ismark and Irina with the father in St. Andrews. Went off to find lodgings of your own. Heim, you had a little episode with your stone acting up.
Yep.
That sort of strange goings on there. As you tried to leave, you encountered the head of the guard and the right-hand man of the burgomaster, who is Izek Strasny, this giant ghost of a man with...
That's going to be a name you'll write down in the chat, I think.
That is one I'll write down in the chat. Izek Strasny. And he demanded to see your other traveling companions. He didn't really say why, but he didn't want to go into the church for some reason. He said that they kind of respect the church's wishes, and he kind of left them to it. He tested you all with his silver dagger to make sure none of you are tainted in any way. You all passed. And then I believe Soren took you to the inn, and you kind of made yourself at home, got some rooms, met Danica and Erwin, the owners. A few drinks. You met a lively fellow named Rictavio. And a nice conversation with him that made lots of sense.
Yep.
And yeah, I think that's about
Had a
it.
mental breakdown.
Had a mental breakdown, yeah. Some sort of existential crisis, but...
Multi-dimensional crisis, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, what's an adventure without one? And yeah, you had rooms for the night. Glim and Eloine, you took one room and Heim took the other. And yeah, for the first time in a long time, you get to spend your night in relative comfort. Beds filled with straw, covered with wolf hides, lumpy pillow, but better than sleeping on the road.
Yeah, Heim was so exhausted after today that he didn't even notice that this bed didn't have his sleep number, and he was just out.
Sleep number.
Oh, it might be a North American thing.
What's that?
I think it's a fancy bed where you can adjust either the hardness or the softness of the mattress in real time.
Oh my
Mhm.
god, I want one.
Yeah, yeah, you Brits, you just
We just sleep on pallets, yeah.
yeah, you guys are just too ancient. You gotta innovate a little bit.
Nice hard piece of granite's good enough for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are still working with like steam powered beds and cars over there too, right?
Yeah, that's why we only have
Steam
3-hour
powered.
sessions, because my hamster gets tired in the wheel, so...
I thought it was the pigeons.
Oh, no, they're bringing me the Wi-Fi. The remote.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But yeah, you eventually get to sleep and have a long rest if you haven't already reflected that in your character sheets. And yeah, what do you dream about? Your first restful sleep in a week.
Glim, I'm whispering to Glim. Glim, are you awake?
I am now.
What do we think is going on with Heim? Do you think he's lying to us?
I don't. No, you know what? I don't think he's capable of doing that. Not in this condition.
Okay. He does seem pretty distraught.
I think he's distraught, but I think it's an honest. I think it's honest on his part. I don't think he would
Yeah.
be capable of lying about not knowing anything that what was his name? Rictavio?
Yep.
Rictavio?
Tavio.
Rictavio.
Now I remember the
I
voice.
don't. Great. No, I don't think he's lying to us. I don't think Heim knows what's going on. But something weird is happening.
Yeah.
Like, is time travel possible?
I
Could he be
don't
from the
know.
future?
I mean, this whole place is broken. So I don't know.
yes.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
This is a bad place. But how did this guy end up here?
We should find him again soon and talk to him again.
It feels like too much of a coincidence, right? That he would be in the exact place that we ended up and know Heim. Like, Heim's not like, it's not.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Huh. Maybe it will.
There's a lot. We have a lot to deal with here.
He didn't know us, though. Did we get cut out of the podcast?
Wow. All right. We're going to have to take this up with Heim.
We really are. In the morning. Hopefully he's
In the
feeling
morning.
better.
In the morning. All right. Eloine's going to try and go back to sleep. Probably fail. There's too much going on.
Glim's out as soon as she's done talking. Just out like a light.
Heim, what do you do before you go to bed?
Well, Heim was out as soon as they left. Like
Uh-huh.
Heim probably left, like let out one long exhale that's sort of like a whimper cry, and as soon as the last of his oxygen left his lungs, he was asleep. Like he exhaled a whimper cry, inhaled a snore.
Okay. So yeah, you'll have a pretty decent night's sleep, all things considered. Eloine, your dreams are filled with the image of that sylvan woman that you saw when you were handed your new wand. You just get these like flashes occasionally of just random landscapes, places you think you've seen before here. Some places are unfamiliar to you, but just in their full, like, lush state of nature. And then you just see this rain of blood, and everything seems to just decay into the current state that it is now, in sort of like a fast forward time lapse scenario. But you see that the sylvan creature is the wand kind of, you see it sprout from her hand, and then the spot where you found her, you see her touch it to the ground, and there's like this wave of growth from the point where she touches it, and just sort of cleanses the area, and things start to grow again. And you hear the words again. The earth remembers. Glim. Your
Dear.
dreams are filled with images of the moon. You see yourself just standing on the surface of this white, almost like a desert, with a black starlit sky above you. And you're sort of standing on it looking down upon the entire land of Barovia. You can see everything. You can kind of see this like glowing path along the way that you've traveled with your companions. And there are faint motes of light dotted all about the places you haven't been. The most prevalent point of light you can see is the one where you communed with your patron with Saloon. You're kind of like staring at it for a while, and then the avatar, or sort of the image of Saloon, sort of like comes up behind you, sits down behind you, and sort of embraces you as you're watching this scene, and you just feel this sense of calm. Hi. You're asleep maybe an hour when your stone starts going berserk in your pocket.
I wake up, I guess, and hesitate a moment before checking my stone.
Okay, so
But this time I actually want to run to the other room.
okay. You feel you kind of pick up your stone, jump out of bed. As soon as you get to the door, like the cold and the vibrations coming from the stone begin to weaken.
And I notice it, like it's a significant weakening.
Yeah, you can kind of like it's almost like reacting to your.
What happens if I take a couple steps back to my room?
It starts to vibrate harder and get colder.
Okay, I'll try and answer it as I'm running back to my room. Hello, anyone here?
Ooga booga. Booga booga ooga.
I'm just checking what languages I know. It doesn't sound like Elven. Is this Infernal? I do know a little bit of Infernal.
Ooga booga ooga booga ooga booga.
Deep speech? I'm not as good at deep speech, but
I would like you to roll me a straight charisma check.
okay. But I also say ooga booga back. What am I rolling?
Just straight charisma.
Okay.
Wherever you're talking to is definitely more than 60 feet away from you.
Oh wow.
Why is it +5 and then +1?
That's for jack of all trades.
I'll take it.
Yeah. It's a bard thing. Just go with it.
I'll take it.
So yeah, you kind of like take the stone back to your room. As soon as you shut the door, it's like it starts doing this noise. You're like talking to it, and this kind of feeling comes over you, and you're like, you just get this sudden urge to just touch the stone to your forehead.
I do it.
Okay, so when you do, the cold feeling of the stone that's in your hand just kind of like envelops your brain. You just feel this like cold rush, like you've just eaten too much ice cream really quickly. It just like shoots down your spine and like makes your eyeballs almost pop out of your head with the coldness of it. But instead of something unpleasant, it's the feeling of sudden understanding. And this creature that's talking to you, or whatever it is, suddenly makes perfect sense. It's like you're talking to it in common.
My universal speech worked. I guess
But it's
the range doesn't matter.
You notice that in your hand, the stone is glowing bright blue. You've never seen it do that before. It kind of has this like light going all the way like around it in a circle. And it's just
I must
pulsing
have gotten
softly.
an upgrade. It's
Your
Ascending
data has
Stone
been
X.
upgraded. But yeah, you can now with your stone once per day cast the tongue spell for free.
Hmm.
To do so, you have to touch the stone to your head, and then touch the stone to the creature you want to cast a spell on. And it takes one action to
Yes,
do so,
that could be tricky.
but it's a free cast of the tongue spell.
I like that. Now let me Google what the tongue spell is.
It's basically like Universal
Oh,
Translator. It's pretty good.
cool.
You can feel the stone like sort of reacting to your will. Like you when you heard that, you're like, I could fucking interview this guy if I knew what the hell he was saying. And the stone kind of responded, almost as if like to your whim.
Ooga booga?
Ooga booga boog. Now you're making
Um,
sense.
ooga booga booga. I don't know. What language are we speaking?
Speaking ooga booga, it's obvious.
Yes, ooga booga booga.
Yes,
And
very good, very good.
that means, yes, ooga booga booga.
Yes, very good. Ooga booga. Who are you?
Ooga booga? Heim? Ooga booga. Who are you?
Just ooga booga. I am true.
Booga? Who?
True. Booga.
Booga. Booga.
Why are you in my fridge?
Ooga booga. Am I milk?
No, you pickle.
Ooga booga. That is good to know for the next interview. Ooga
Well,
booga. Who? Where? Where is this?
ooh, me from Trigadoo. Ooga booga.
Ooga booga. Cool. Ooga booga. Ooga boo. Dooga booga. Ooga dooga booga. You called me. I was sleeping. Everything all good?
Ooh, me not know pickle sleep. Ooga booga. I was going to eat you.
Um, ooga booga. Booga. Oog. True. I will allow you to eat me under one condition.
Very well.
Ooga booga. I will call in a favor at a later time. Sleep well. Booga. Out.
You just hear a chomp, and then the stone goes back to normal.
Um, Heim feels like he doesn't know whether or not he's craving pickles or can no longer eat pickles. And with that thought, he attempts to go back to sleep.
Yep, you are so exhausted by that mental exchange and that sudden intake of arcane information that you just fall straight asleep.
Cool.
Okay, and yeah, the night goes without a hitch. You're woken up in the morning by the sound of crows outside, just squawking and fighting over some sort of meat in the outside your window.
Ew, some sort of meat.
It looks
I
like
hate this
meat.
place.
You're pretty sure it's meat.
This is a
Mystery meat.
bad place.
Yeah. But the day is yours.
Should we go check on Heim?
Yeah, probably. Make sure he's still here, still alive.
Yeah. He wouldn't have
Yeah.
wandered off in the middle of the night, right? I don't think so.
I don't think so. And Eloine will get up and go and knock on his door. Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, Heim wakes up. Yeah, Heim wakes up. 2 more minutes, please.
Hmm.
You doing okay in there, Heim?
I feel emotionally hungover.
You want to come down and get food?
Is Rictavio still down there?
I don't know.
You
I
can.
don't want to talk to. I don't want to talk to Rictavio anymore.
You can see over the balcony that Rictavio is down there at the bar talking to Danica.
Oh. Oh, I don't want to offer to bring Heim breakfast. We could ask if they have room service.
They don't. I already asked.
Oh.
Heim, we're gonna go down. You want to meet us down there?
I've got jerky.
Is Heim staying in his room?
Yeah, he's sucking on a nice rotted jerky.
All right, Glim, should we just go down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we should.
Are there... Sorry, continue.
Oh no, just go ahead.
I was gonna ask if there's any windows in my room.
Yes, there are 2. There's one just to the left and one to the south of you.
I want to look for a member of the guard who is probably trailing us or looking out for us, or I want to see if anyone is keeping tabs on us.
Okay, doke. Give me a. Are you trying to do it sneakily, or are you just sticking your head out the window like, "Oi, who's that?"
I'll do it sneakily.
So,
Like,
kind of like part the
Heim
curtain a
seems
little bit.
like the type of guy. He seems like the type of guy who wakes up in the morning, like opens the window and does his morning stretch outside the window, like sort of like a little bit too extra. Like if he goes to Italy, he's definitely flipping the coin into the fountain and getting an Instagram video, you know?
Living in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, these windows do not open.
Okay.
They also have bars over them. They do have shutters on the outside and on the inside. That could be barred.
Okay, so I can open them and like
You can
and
open the shutters and
like
sort of press yourself against the bars.
yes, squeezing my face, my
Yeah, there's
my
no
rubber
airflow.
bones. Okay, I guess I'll just squeeze my eyes through the bars to see if I can see anything.
All right, give me a perception check.
Cool. It's pretty good actually.
That is pretty good. Oh, do you see anyone? Nope. So where the inn is, it's like on its own little piece of land. It takes about 5 minutes to walk from the front door to sort of the main street, and you're kind of like peering out your window, sort of watching people go by at a distance, but you can't see anyone like around the building skulking around.
Okay.
People are just going about their business in the morning, like far off in the street. You can
Okay,
hear with that check, you can hear Rictavio's jovial voice down at the bar, just like laughing raucously, just like, oh, yes.
Yeah, I just like get a chill down my spine. And I think I'm going to get dressed and then try and find like a back door out and send a message um to the ladies telling them to meet me uh out back of the inn or something like that. I'm going to try and sneak out without Rictavio seeing.
So the way this place works is once you go out the door to your room, there's a balcony overlooking the main tap room, but the door to get out doesn't actually go into the tap room. You go down like an outside staircase.
Oh, cool.
You can get out without him noticing probably pretty easily, as long as you don't make a load of noise as you leave your room.
Cool. Then I'll do that.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I guess we'll go down I'll nod politely to Rictavio. I don't want to initiate any conversation though.
Mm-hmm.
He was exhausting.
So yeah, you kind of go down the staircase outside, and then I'll
Yeah.
take you to the front of the building. God, this map is laggy. You'll be down here now, just to the south. And yeah, that's the front door. If you want to move yourselves from there, you can. I should probably put Rictavio on the map. That would be grand.
Why are we running from him?
No, I don't know why he's on the GM layer. He just is. I think I want him to be in bed. How late did you stay up last night?
I
Did you go to bed
don't
before
know.
him, or was he still up when you went?
I think he was still up when we went.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you can. I mean, you've gone outside. You can hear his voice from inside. It's so loud. Oh my God.
Should we bother with breakfast or just avoid?
So what's included in the price of your room?
Oh, that's true. I wonder if they'll give it to us to go.
They take out containers.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put you on the ground floor?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So you are dark.
Cool. Oh,
So
yes.
while you're stood outside, deciding this, Rictavio, well, as you walk in, apparently, you do see Rictavio kind of like, oh, goodbye, Danica, darling. Thank you very much. Goodbye. And he almost buttons you on his way out. And he's like, oh, my friends from last night. I was just on my way out. How are you? Did you sleep well?
Oh yeah. Slept like
Yeah.
a babe. Have a great day, Rictavio.
Oh, I always do. Where's the hero? Where is he?
Oh, doing hero things.
Oh yes, resting his frame. I don't doubt.
Exactly.
You can see.
Eloine would just like to note mentally that Heim's mighty frame. I'm like way taller than him, way bigger than him. That's fine. I'm not offended.
Yeah, you have noticed walking around. Well, not so much last night because there weren't many people around. There's a couple of commoners in the inn this morning, just like worker-looking people getting ready to, have a breakfast and go off to do whatever it is they do. When you walk in, they don't give you the same friendly reception Rictavio gives you. Like they look concerned. Some of them surprised, but not frightened.
Oh.
All right, noted.
Glim, you're not getting as many looks.
They can't see me.
Behind Eloine, I guess. No. So Rictavio, he just kind of like says, "Well, maybe I'll catch him in the evening, perhaps. I must go. I have a package." You can see in his hands he's got like a little bundle of what seems to be apples and something wrapped up in a cloth, like a little parcel. Toodle pip, have fun, my dears.
Okay. Toodle pip.
Yep, Pip. Yep.
Yep.
All right, I'm
Well,
Rictavio leaving the building. He kind of gets outside. He does the same stretch that you were thinking of doing. He's just like, oh, another lovely morning in paradise. You're just hiding behind.
I'm hiding.
Okay.
Yeah. I hear him. I probably hear like the tempo of the footsteps and recognize that this is somebody of extreme wealthy swagger.
Yeah, you can feel the
And then
jolly
I hide.
tempo to his steps. And yeah, he almost
Yeah,
skips.
it sounds
the
like
way.
he's walking in a box step.
Yeah, there's definitely a rhythm to it. And yeah, you wait for a while, and he seems to go off somewhere to the south of the square. And yeah, he gone.
Okay, so he's walking towards the square. We know that he runs like the circus, right?
Yeah, I think you gleaned that he is the owner of that that wagon that you kind of only spotted the top of as you were having your little tour. He's some
Okay,
sort of
I
like
would.
storyteller.
Yeah,
We
I
should
would
definitely
love.
break in there, right?
Well, yeah, I would love to try and get a little bit more information without necessarily running straight towards BNE.
Okay.
Now
Right.
he's gone.
Suit yourself.
Are you coming in for breakfast?
Oh, I am stuffed from the jerky. I've got such a slender frame.
He's gonna complain that he's hungry later.
Yeah, jerky doesn't actually have that much protein in it. No, I'll just wait outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what they've got for food.
So Danica kind of welcomes you in. Eloine goes up to the bar, takes a seat. The person who's next to the bar shuffles one to the side as you kind of like take your place. Danica gives him a look. It's like, oh, don't be rude, love. Never mind him. He's a waste of space. Anyway, how was your night?
Lovely,
Oh,
thank you.
It was lovely. Thank you.
Oh, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Beds aren't the best, but beds are beds. Better than roughing it.
Much better than the ground, yes.
You must be starving.
Absolutely.
Well, prices included in the rooms. We've got hot beet soup and fresh bread for free. Much as you want. I heard from Soren last night about your little heroics outside.
Oh,
Oh.
right.
What
was yesterday.
what heroics were last night? Oh, like arriving
The
here?
Oh,
wolves,
you were at
yeah.
the gates fighting off those bloody big wolves. That was fantastic.
Oh, yes.
We thought we'd got all of them.
Well, happy to help out in any way we can.
So you should have been here a week ago. We were right in the swing of it.
What was happening a week ago?
Oh, Wolf said Jamboree. I'm not
Oh,
not a
right.
big fan of these festivals, but I gotta say, we haven't been short of meat for a long time. So you don't mind chewing a bit more.
Will you be participating in the next one? Valaki's Got Talent?
So if I had any talent, I would be, but this place is
I'm
going to be
sure.
rammed with all the festivities, so I have to be working, I'm afraid. Same for me
Of
husband.
course.
Same for me kitty winks.
Well, don't sell yourself short. You do great work here. You're very talented, and I would love a bowl of that beet soup, please.
Oh, of course, my dear. I'll be right back. She kind of wanders off into the kitchen.
And maybe some extra bread for our friend.
Yeah, bread to go.
Not a problem, she shouts from the kitchen.
Who's the guy that scooted away?
It's just some random commoner. He's just this filthy-looking peasant. Again, the people here, they don't look like the blanks you saw in the village. They look like normal people, but they're not. They're not as healthy as the commoners you're used to where you're from. Like even
Right.
the lowest of the low don't look as bad as this.
Right.
Very malnourished, gaunt-looking people with more wrinkles than you would expect to see from people of their age. Mainly around like the mouth and the eyes.
So that's this guy sitting beside me. He doesn't look well.
He looks he's seen better days.
I guess I just like noting his presence. I'm gonna really just casually pull a good berry out and just say, if you're hungry, you can have this.
Can I offer this trying time?
Give you a berry in his trying time. He's kind of like suddenly very interested in the fine pattern on the bar, but when you pass this berry over to him, there's like silence in the rest of the room from the other commoners. Like they stop eating, doing what they're doing. They're all looking at you. Roll me a persuasion check.
Come on.
Eloine, maybe you should leave a small bowl of them here.
I think that's a great idea. But I don't know if anyone's going to eat them with that roll.
So this giant 6 foot something to him creature that he's never seen before has just offered him berries of unknown color and origin, and he very sensibly says, I'm full. Thank you very much." And he leaves his entire bowl of beet soup on the counter and leaves.
Didn't mean to offend, miss. Please don't take my life.
All right. I'm just going to look around, nod a little bit. Yep. Is everyone still looking at me?
The other two are suddenly also very interested in the pattern of wood on their tables. It's like, wow, this soup is so interesting. Wow, look at this, it's so red.
All right. I'm going to just lean over to Glim and be like, we need to get out of here ASAP. This place is making me nervous.
What, Vallaki or Barovia? Because, yes, either way.
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danica comes back out. She just plonks down an entire like half loaf of pretty freshly baked, nice looking bread. Down on like a little white cloth. It's like some for the road as well if you want some. And brings out 2 steaming bowls of beet soup. Just red with like little bits of vegetable and like a few potatoes like floating around in it. Which looks pretty tasty.
Yummy. All right, I'm gonna down that real quick so we can get on with whatever we're gonna do.
Yeah,
I
but
can get out of this room.
while we're eating though, Danica, you've been speaking a lot with that Rictavio fellow. What do you know about him? Or what has he told you, anyway?
Oh, he's full of shite, honestly. The things he tells me, he makes up these stories. Oh, 5-headed dragon. Oh, giants taking over the world. Castles in the sky. Whatever. Honestly, I wouldn't believe a word of it. I think he's full of it. But, you know, he keeps people happy, takes their mind off of how shit it is to live here, so, you know, take what you can get.
And happiness is key here, right?
It's literally the law.
Well, perhaps if we're to stay here, would you mind letting us know if he is around? If we don't happen to run into him first. Just like a little bit of a warning next time. He took us a little bit off guard.
What, you don't like him? Did he
It's not
mess
that.
with you, or?
No, he just makes their companion just a little bit uncomfortable. He's a fan, you see. Yes.
Those stories. I wouldn't believe any of that. That's all a load of shite. He
Even
says that
so.
to everyone who comes in here.
Oh,
He's just pulling your friend's leg.
everyone.
He says that to
everyone. All the people that come in, all the newbies. He tries to pull a little. He tries to, mess with their minds. He's a bit of a fucker like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, this makes sense.
He's a charlatan.
Oh yeah, he
suppose.
loves making people confused. Gives him some sort of sick pride. I don't know.
Well, that is comforting.
He's been telling people around here that me and my husband fly around like crows all night and turn into bats. That's shite. I wouldn't believe him. It's rubbish.
Do you?
All
Do
right.
you though? I'm gonna lean
Yeah.
conspiratorially across the. Do you though?
He says, "Oh yeah, we take off and we just fucking fly around the place. It's brilliant."
Can I roll insight on that?
Sure.
17.
You're not sure.
Oh god.
This place is so weird. You almost believe her.
Okay.
She holds you this like death stare. She's like, "Oh yeah, and we eat people's eyeballs as well."
Wow, I can turn into a wolf.
No shit.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Not here.
How
I'll
many
show you
pulling
the
your leg? I'm
photo.
pulling your leg. Yeah. But no, I don't take any notice of him. But I thought it was pretty funny, so I didn't say anything.
Okay, well that is good to know. Well, thank you. I suppose we'll see you again this evening.
Yeah, of course. Have a lovely time, my dears, and be careful.
I will pick up the bread in both hands. Prance out.
Just you and your daughter have fun.
Yep. I'm not correcting her.
I'm already gone.
Yep, I'm gonna follow.
All right, where's Heim?
He's hiding outside, but you don't know that. Because his throw was a 23.
Heim?
Are they outside yet?
You can see them
Heim.
from there,
I scramble out. Is Rictavio gone?
To be?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's time to go.
Yeah, look. I will break off a piece of the bread and toss it to Heim.
It's still
Breakfast?
Ooh, gluten-free?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. And I eat it.
As he starts to eat, I turn to Eloine. What does he mean?
I don't know what gluten is. Okay, so what's the plan for today, you guys? What do we?
Well, we need to go to
Do you
the
want
toy
the
shop.
town map?
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to go to what's it called? The toy store.
Yeah,
Blin-
so
Blinsky?
Blinsky's Toys, yeah.
Blinsky's toys. Because we need to do that, and we need to, I guess, very carefully. Do we know if there's a where are we going? We need to find Arabelle, which is they're supposed to be outside the city, right?
Yes, so you can see down there in the bottom left, there's a little circle. Hopefully. Sort of down right in the bottom left of the map,
Oh,
like in
this
the woods.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you asked Soren while you were walking through the town, like, do you know about a Valaki camp near Valaki? And they're like, oh yeah, the travelers, they're over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll save you that conversation.
Who's Arabelle, by the way?
Arabelle is the
yeah.
girl that so when you were in Serapol encampment,
Is this the toy
this
who
is
we're
toy
giving the
side
toy
quest.
to?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, that's the question mark. Okay.
Yes. It's the daughter of the woman who was very friendly to you in Serapol encampment.
Okay. Cool.
Eliza.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 letters. One to get us into the camp and one to deliver with the gift to Arabelle.
Mm-hmm.
So, I believe I also owe Heim Legos.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So we can get 2 birds stoned at once there.
Yeah, yes. That's exactly the phrase.
Okay, so to the toy store first, then.
Yeah, let's head
Well,
out.
let's also just, while we're on the way, um, maybe we discuss what else we have planned, because I would love to check out the body of water, Lake Zarovich, and find that man we scared and apologize. And then I would love to, third thing, I would love to do some sneaky recon on Rictavio. And then lastly, I would love someone, maybe another, one of the, what's the group of people called?
Vistani.
Yeah, maybe another Vistani to help us get information about our reading.
I
Those
was
are the
gonna
four
say,
things. The
we
4 things that
definitely
I'm interested in.
we definitely need to discuss where we're going next. So I think
Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say the Vistani camp is definitely the place to get more information, I think, in that
Okay.
regard. But
Cool. Let's. Sorry, keep going.
no. I was just going to say we can either do that first or we can do recon on Rictavio first, since we're still in the city.
I think it would probably be best just to get the toy stuff out of the way. Just
Mhm.
do that, and then we can.
But wait, where's the camp? The Vistani camp, like the one we came from?
No. This one down here, the one by the city.
Right, that's where we're delivering the toy to, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so about the lake as well and our reading. One of our cards from the reading was about.
It's not this one.
It's not this one?
I asked that one.
And it would not. Okay. All right. Well, let's do the toy stuff then.
It's weird though. This place is overrun by wolves. Is this entire is Barovia just in general overrun by wolves?
It's overrun by wolf remains, decorations, and paraphernalia. But Valaki itself is, like I said, this is, as far as you've seen, the safest place in the land. It's
Right.
as close to normal civilization as you can get. But everyone is
Right.
kind of like, this morning they're all taking down their banners. They've got like bunting with wolves' heads on them. There's lots of heads on spikes. Typical medieval festival stuff. If you've just killed like 1,000 wolves.
Right.
And they're kind of being replaced with like posters for Blackie's Got Talent. You can see there are patrols of four, like groups of 4 guards, just like kind of walking around the streets, like supervising the changeover of the decorations. Like it seems to be that the decoration of the town for the new festival seems to be enforced by law.
A bad place. I know I keep saying that, but it remains true.
Yeah.
The other thing you notice, like looking at the people, like whenever there's a guard around or like someone who looks, like they have some sort of authority, people plaster on smiles, like fake, definitely fake smiles, but smiles nonetheless. Like they like try to like nervously laugh and fake laugh and seem as jolly as they can whenever there's like some member of the law around. And as soon as the law
Trying
people are gone, they just like kind of like sag into their normal like sorrowful selves.
trying not to be arrested.
Yeah.
This place is so weird.
Well, I guess we should have a pleasant air about us.
Yeah, we better not. We better not mess with the normalcy here.
But yeah,
All right,
what dates to do?
to the toy store.
To the toy store. Yep.
Okay. So, going by the directions that Soren gave you on your tour, you would head to the junction here, and then west down this road, south down to this junction, and when you get here, you get to what seems to be like the high street. You can see there's a couple of shops here. Just get my notes. There's a couple of them. Yeah, so you have. I mean, the toy store is obvious. It's the one with all the toys in the window. There's also some sort of blacksmith named the Cracked Anvil. There is a leatherworker's shop called Lucresh Tannery. There's a clothier's shop named Endless Delight Clothiers. There's also a sort of barn-looking building with a bunch of like broken wagons near it, which is called Valaki Wagon Repair. And there seems to be an apothecary called the Apothecary.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep. Check that out for healing potions. Also, I have a chain shirt. Maybe we can sell it somewhere. I'm just
don't want it?
carrying around so much stuff. No, I'm wearing armor, and I jingle my.
But yeah, if you want specialty goods, this seems to be the place to go to get them.
Well, let's go to the toy store first, and then
Yeah.
check out the other places. Maybe.
Okay.
Heim, what kind of toy do you want?
Heim wants the. I mean, it is May the 4th. Let's spend some money and get a Star Wars Lego.
Get a Death Star.
Oh, we'll look for the Death Star equivalent.
Okay. So yeah, you're going to the toy shop. So, it's pretty easy to spot. Let me just get the description.
Creepy.
Yeah, that's a word for it. So, this cramped shop has a dark entrance portico, above which hangs a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse, and a big B engraved on both sides. Flanking the entrance are two arched, lead-framed windows. Through the dirty glass you see jumbled displays of toys hanging on placards, bearing the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky." Yeah, you can't see into the shop through the windows. It's just stacked with lots of dusty, cobweb-ridden, sort of mechanical in nature dolls and toys.
All right. Let's go into the creepy toy store. This will be a totally normal experience, I bet.
All right, so you head inside.
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, you head in. It's pretty much what you'd expect from a creepy ass toy store, except the building looks much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. There are rows and rows and rows of very very complex, very intricate looking toys. There seems to be three aisles. There's like one row that's all mechanical, sort of like tin soldiers, horses, that kind of thing. There's a row in the middle that's sort of like soft dolls, almost like like the kids, like the girls area. They've got like dolls and animals and stuffed things. Like even though they're plush, they're disturbing. Like some of them have eyes missing. There's like a stuffed wolf with its guts falling out, and the guts are made of
God.
like little bits of like wool. Yeah, nothing about it is cute, but it's softer than the other aisle. And then the aisle on the right is it seems to be some kind of like work in progress. There's like a few things, but it seems to be it's almost like an aisle made of scrap. It's like parts, almost like he hasn't assembled the toys yet. Like they're sort of lying there in pieces, and there's just like tools and screws and little bits of metal just all over the place in that aisle. You can see kind of like the far end, like the place is lit. You can see at the far end there is like sort of like a counter. You can hear like sounds of rustling and tinkering coming from the far end.
This is charming.
Mm.
Yep. Nothing can be good here, I guess. I say very quietly so no one else hears me say it.
Let's just get the toy and get out. I don't like this place.
Well, you're getting a toy as well,
I
Heim.
don't want a toy anymore. It's okay.
To be fair, some of it does look pretty cool. There are like a few things, like there's some like nice looking toy soldiers. There's like some of the things are weird. Like the things that are weird stick out more, but it's almost like 1 in 10 things is just like, fuck, why is that there?
Did we get an age of Arabelle?
You did not, just young.
I mean, not to be gender normative, but just pick up the least creepy looking doll and get out of here.
Yeah. Are there any less creepy looking dolls?
Roll me a d8.
Oh dear. 2.
2. So the thing that you pick up is a miniature gallows, complete with trapdoor and a weighted hangman. And there's like a little there's like a little magnet on the head, and when you chop it off, it falls off. But you can like raise the gallows with a tiny little winch, and then just stick the head back on.
I'm disturbed.
Other
Heim,
toys
would you
are
like this?
available.
Yeah, let's put that back. I don't want it.
Okay, I'll put it back and take another look.
Okay, roll me another d8.
8.
Interesting.
Oh.
So you pick up, like after seeing that, you're like, no, she doesn't want this. I need to look for something that a child would actually want. And kind of scanning the shelves, something does catch your eye. It's a very actually quite pleasant looking doll. It's got It's got like nice. It's like a doll of like a woman. It's got nice. It's made of wood, but it has like hair. It's got some sort of like horse hair replacement. It looks very realistic. You kind of like go up to it and pick it up, and you suddenly realize why it caught your eye. It looks remarkably like Irina, like almost identical.
Oh.
And as you pick it up, you hear footsteps thundering towards you as this man, with the monkey on his shoulder, wearing a tattered jester's uniform, says, "Oh, I am afraid that is not for sale.
Oh,
That is a special order. I did not mean to leave it there."
I'm
And he
sorry.
snatches it out of your hands.
Oh, okay. Stealing toys from children now. And just leaning into the.
He says, "Little
the
girl,
daughter.
I will find you something else. Is no fun, is
Sorry,
no
wait.
blisky."
Excuse me? Do you know who you're talking to?
No.
I want to like with the most like regal posture and voice, I'm going to give myself a quick dust off, and I walk forward, in like with the posture and pace of a pissed off Karen.
Okay.
And I say, "This is Glimwise Fancy Trow of the third house, and you talk to her like a commoner," and I spit on the ground. "Atone for your mistake, man."
He kind of like regards you for a second. He looks at the spit on his floor with his mouth wide open. The monkey also has his mouth wide open and like follows his gaze as he does so.
I point at
Roll
the monkey
me,
and I say, "You're okay, though."
roll me a deception check.
That's do not fear. That is a 21.
Okay. And you see like recognition and like shock kind of fill his face, like, "Oh, little girl, I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. You see, this is a very special order that I make for someone very important. I got very worried about it." And he kind of like puts it in his back pocket and he says, "Now, hush, my child." Sorry.
Who could?
Did he just?
He just won a fight in Final
I sit
Fantasy.
down on an
Yeah.
accordion.
He just won a Final Fantasy 7 fight, and he says, "Oh, but I have something else. Wait here. I'll get you something better." And he waddles off, and he comes back a little bit later. He says, "What about this?" And he gives you like this kind of wind-up musical merry-go-round made of snarling wolves that are chasing children.
God.
And he like turns the crank, and it's like this discordant, like minor, horrible melody. And it's like, "It's good, isn't it not? No, yes, you love it. Yeah, look at you, you're so happy."
I'm going to channel my inner Violet Beauregard from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah. And just cross my arms and just stick my nose up in the air.
He says, "Oh,
It's
what? You do
okay.
not
It's
like
okay.
it? Why not?"
The nice man is trying to solve the issue here. Come on, man. Give her the doll.
He says, "She cannot have the doll. It is for Isaac, and he would kill me, literally. I do not want to spend my weekend in the stocks."
But
Would you rather spend the weekend in the stocks or spend the rest of your life running in fear from this child's influential, wealthy family?
while he says that, I turn around and look up at Eloine and go, Isaac promised he would get me a doll though.
You know what? This could be the doll that he ordered for you. This makes sense, actually. Sir, I think this was ordered for her specifically.
I stomp my foot.
But he is very specific that it is only for him, and I was not to sell them to anyone else.
Well, I'm. Well, you know what, honey? You'll get it eventually. That's okay. Well,
He told us
you'll
to
get it
come
soon.
get it.
Listen,
I don't think he'd be very happy if he had to come down here and solve this.
yes,
no,
would
no,
you
no,
like
no,
to
no.
just
We don't
would
want
you
that. We
like me
do
to
not
just
want
call
that.
Izek myself because we can get this all sorted, but I do not think he'll be happy.
He's like, no, 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 no. There's no need, no need. And the monkey kind of like takes out a handkerchief and like wipes the sweat off of his brow. He's like, no, 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 no. There is no problems here. Oh, you should have said it was for Isaac. I would obviously give it straight toward. Yes, of course, of course. And he produces the doll.
I'll
And
take it.
he grabs it a little bit by the legs as you're taking it. He's like,
Give it, sir.
And he lets go. He's like, well, that will be 25 gold pieces, as per Isaac's as per his contract.
Did you say 25 gold? Sorry.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have the gold, but would a child have?
Would a
I
child
mean,
wear
you do
armor and
sound
wear a weapon?
spoiled.
That's true. That's true. I'll like throw up that little. I think it was actually 25 gold that she gave me in that little
It was,
bag.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll just throw that up at him and turn around and storm out of the store.
Oof. He says, oh, send Isaac my best regards. Oh, he loves my work. Oh, I'm in
If
so much
you
trouble.
talk to Isaac after this, there will be hell to pay.
Oh,
Guys,
oh,
we need to
Piccolo,
get
we're in so much trouble.
get another toy as well, don't we?
Elohim, look for something that's not something else that's not horrible.
I just what is because I imagine I'm sort of leaning over the desk right now, like in his face. Is there anything that's like you know how they keep stuff by the register to like sell very easily?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there like something there that I can just take and be like, I'm taking this too, and don't you complain?
There's like one of those gross wolves with like the intestines sticking out that's there, and it's like labeled 9 silver pieces, 9 copper pieces.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Oh, very well. Oh, Isaac he's gonna be so mad.
Let's get out of here. I think we just made an enemy.
Is Elohim still looking for another toy?
Yeah, we need another toy because probably we're gonna destroy this creepy doll, whatever this is. So we need an actual toy.
Well, if you want to buy
Okay,
one,
so
there's plenty of toys around.
when they storm out, I'm gonna stay in and be like, you're so kind to us. Thank you for giving her the doll. You wouldn't understand the trouble she would have given me later if you didn't. So I appreciate that. Now I'd like to get something else as well.
Once the other two leave, he kind of like regards you after that sentence. His eyes start to water. He's like, I just want to make the children happy.
Oh, of course you do.
I don't know how to make toys. I do my best, but everyone runs away and doesn't buy them.
Here, I'm staying. And your kindness is so appreciated.
Thank you.
And you know what? I think I'd like to buy some more because I know some children who live nearby who would like some toys, I'm sure.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They want to buy toys? Are they blind?
No, I don't
Oh.
think so.
Oh
Maybe.
no. I'll hate them.
No.
I'm a failure. No one buys my toys.
Oh, what? Come on, I'm here buying your toys.
The only
Now
reason
here.
I'm still in business is because I make those silly decorations for the festivals.
Well, listen, you're doing great work here. Now,
Then why is no one buying them?
could I buy something?
You can buy whatever you want. I'll
All
give you
right,
a
well,
discount.
oh, okay.
Aw.
No one's ever been this nice to me except Rictavio.
Oh no.
Rictavio, what did he
Yes.
say to you?
He gave me the monkey.
He gave you the monkey?
He gave me my best friend Piccolo here. He say hello, Piccolo. Give you a
Oh,
kiss.
hi Piccolo. Could
He kind of
I
like clambers over to your shoulder and like gives you a peck on the cheek and then runs back to Rictavio.
Oh.
He's got like a little hat and a jacket on. The hat's like it's almost like a little mock-up of Rictavio's Jester hat, but like in a taller version.
God. What a cute little devil, isn't he?
Oh, he's my best friend. After Rictavio.
Ah, Rictavio's your best friend as well.
Yes.
Is Rictavio new here?
No, he's been here for about a year.
About a year.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah. Life was hard before he came here.
And
I
then
had
what
no one to
happened
talk
when...
to.
Oh, so you made a friend when he arrived. That's why
Yes.
life got better.
Yeah.
All right. All right, well, could I rolled a 4 on my d8, so what toy does that get me? What monstrous
So he
creation?
says, I know just the thing. This will be very good. You like this. And he kind of like goes down the middle aisle, and he like waddles back after a couple of seconds, and he pulls out this like plushy bat. And despite the fact it's a bat, it does actually look kind of cute.
That's
It's got
what?
like big like button eyes. It's got like a little smile with teeth. The teeth had a little bit of blood in them, but it's fine. You can ignore it. It's probably the cutest thing you've seen in this shop.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cute. How many of these do you have, sir?
This one.
That's the only one?
Yeah.
All right, well,
I like to experiment. I like to tinker. I don't make more than one thing.
okay, well, we'll take the bat, and then I better get one more thing.
Okay.
One more thing.
Okay. I have just the thing. I'll be right back. And he goes off down the first aisle, and he comes back with set of wooden nesting dolls. So like Matryoshka, like the like there's a little doll inside the other doll.
Yep.
You open, yeah. Comes back with he comes back with a set of those, and like the outer one is this like beautiful looking like Vistani woman, like curvy, like luscious black hair, like yeah, amazing. And then every time you open the doll, the woman gets older and older until you get to the innermost one. It's just this mummified corpse.
Wow, so interesting. Great. I'll take this as well.
Yeah, it teaches the value of human life and the passage of time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a piece of art.
All right, so
The kiddies will love it.
How much for these two?
For you, 10 copper pieces.
That's a steal.
Jesus.
If you promise to come back and talk to me one day.
Aww.
I don't have many friends.
You and Piccolo have been so kind to me. I would love to.
You see his face just like lights up. It's like, oh, it is going to be great. I cannot wait. Do you want to hear one of my jokes?
Sure.
I'm going to enter into the contest. I've been working on my stand-up.
Oh, you're a comedian. Okay.
Oh, I think so. Yes, I'm the best comedian in Valaki.
Do you have a joke for me?
Okay. This is a good one. You might want to sit down.
All right, I'm ready.
He says, did you hear about the guy who invented the knock-knock joke?
No.
He won the Nobel Prize.
Because he knocked instead of using a bell?
Yeah.
Ah,
I don't know what it means. It just came
Ah.
to me one day in a dream. It's amazing.
I'm quitting this campaign.
Yeah, believe it, not
Alright.
not many talented people in Valaki. Weird. I have another one. Do you want to hear another one?
Yeah, you got another one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And he like goes, he thinks about it for a second. He's like, no, I forgot it. I come back, and then he like reaches behind the bar and pulls out a notepad. And he's like, oh yeah. He says, two guys walk into a bar.
Oh no.
The third guy ducks.
Because the
Ah,
other
yeah,
two
because
walked
they eat
into
their
it.
heads on the bar. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna start slowly walking backwards to the door.
It's like,
That's
I
so
saved my
good.
good material for this festival. You have a good
Yeah,
day.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
All right. As soon as I see the other two guys, this place is weird. And I got some stuff.
While you were still inside doing that, I want to look over at Heim and the wolf the wolf plushie that he's got, and just be like, so what are you doing with that?
I I I wasn't. This was for. Honestly, I really enjoyed the power that I had in there, and I just rolled with it.
I kind of wanted one of those wolf plushies.
It is all yours.
Thank you.
Could we do like a 5-minute break
Sure.
before we continue? Cool.
Yeah, man.
All right. I'm gonna go wash my
Good time to pause the recording. Yeah, I was telling Adara, 11 people have watched our session. They're basically
Wow.
famous.
I think I am one of those. So
Yeah.
10
Well,
people.